Greetings from the Philippines to the world. We are on Facebook Live on Eagle News and Net25 TV and also on our streaming site, eaglenewslive.com. Watch us on our YouTube channel at Net25 TV. I am Cesar Vallejo, so welcome to Open for Business. Join me discover the latest news and information in business around the world. Stay ahead of the curve from vision to action. We just bid farewell to 2020. As we start the new year, we look back to the year that was, how entrepreneurs managed to get past the COVID-19 crisis, how small businesses struggled to pivot and survive the pandemic. In this year opener episode of Open for Business, we will revisit the tips and tricks that our business leaders shared in 2020, how they bounced back, and how MSMEs continue to be strong and resilient as we all face the year 2021. Open for Business will be back with the thoughts of the show's guests in 2020 that will help us face the challenges of 2021. Stay with us.
Hey there, Arnie Aquino here at Hatley Castle, one of the filming locations for the X-Men series. Don't forget to tune in to Digital Nest only on Net25.
Given a chance, I would just being part of the of a business or of a family business. What I would recommend is that if there is a plan to implement gradual or total lifting of the quarantine, what I would recommend is that experts from the health department, from the business sector, should be taken account also, or their opinion should be taken account also. We don't want just, we all want to be to get out of this, of this quarantine, but we hope that whatever decision that will be made, we hope that it's for the benefit of the company long-term wise. People are sometimes panicking that we can survive after this, after April 30, that extending it is not an option. But I think what matters most is that any decision on lifting this quarantine should be based on scientific recommendations or models. So that I think that it will be very helpful. So we don't want a second wave. We don't want an extension, lifting it up, and then after 2 weeks, we're back to square one again.
Yeah.
So we want our April 30 to be the last one, or maybe 2 weeks after to be the last one. So there, we just want it to be based on scientific models or and recommendations, not only within the Philippines. Maybe we could get opinions from abroad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you said it perfectly, Martin. Now, if you can address your fellow businessmen, especially the MSMEs, and also because our topic is more on the challenges of exporters, Filipino exporters. What's your tips to them on how they can survive the very uncertain times? I know that a lot of them are also feeling the pressure, but somehow, we Filipinos are very resilient race. So in your case, what's your tips? What's your advice to exporters and MSMEs?
Maybe it would help if they have multiple avenues. Whether they, for us in the export side, it would be better if you export not only to one country but to several countries. It will be helpful if you have multiple destinations, multiple target markets, so you could target the masses, middle class, upper class. It could also help if you have multiple products also, so you're not just relying on a single product. So having multiple avenues will allow you to somehow minimize the risk. of situations like this. Every change should be treated as an opportunity. If you're working now at home, it should give you more time to complete all reports that were lagging behind. It should give you time to contemplate on what you should do in the future. Create scenarios just in case this quarantine is extended. I think everyone should treat this as an opportunity to grow, to be adaptive. And if we go back to our normal, post or pre-COVID, everything you'll be okay. But after this, I think every owner should be wiser. They should treat this as something as a learning curve. That's what now people can realize that I cannot. Before, if we're just exporting, or if I'm another businessman, if I'm just relying on sales report or exporting abroad, now I know that I can sell within the local market. So it gives you opportunity and makes you realize that there are still untapped market that you can sell ice cream to your neighbor. That I can sell face mask. I know how I know how to make face mask. That I can do this and that. So it gives you more. It makes you wiser.
Entrepreneurs, you have to, number one, determine first your goals and not what society dictates as success. You have to meditate it as your own goals. Okay, and then secondly is try to simplify your life. Now is the time to establish your relationships at home, and to look at also your spiritual life, and to make sure that your mind is cleared. Okay, distract yourself with good things, not to empty it, but to fill it up with good things. Okay, but most of all, be active in communities right now, such as Bounce Back PH, because there are a lot of people who will help you out. Be honest that you need help, and also be honest that you can give help, because it's only that time when we can really build a good community of people helping each other. Okay, so please make use of Bounce Back PH as much as you can. Give and take at the same time. And definitely, we're all in this together. We're now 26,000 plus people, entrepreneurs helping each other. We've got your back. Don't worry. Send us a message if you need help. There'll be someone there willing to help you out. So don't worry. We're all in this together. And Bounce Back PH is your safe platform, is your home in order to survive, endure, and rebuild from this crisis.
For small businesses like us, tech startups, it's very important that we ride the wave of change these days. Hindi na natin may babalik. It will never go back to normal, and we have to embrace that fact and the reality. We just have to keep on looking for the opportunities. When this kind of things happen, pandemic, there's always an opportunity opening up for everyone. Mm-hmm. And for us, for a tech startup like us, we thought that it will be very hard for us to shift, because we're used to putting up big events, job fairs, mga LGUs sa communities or sa schools, universities. Then suddenly, bawal na. We thought at first that it's gonna be hard for us, but when we started to embrace change and take advantage of what's here right now, which is technology, things are, perspective have changed as well. And looking at the essentials, particularly, ano ba yung need ngayon that we need to attend to? I think that one helps a lot in terms of bouncing back again after this thing, the COVID-19 thing. we will always bounce back. Given that we have the right tools already, it's just that we need to look further. Ano pa yung opportunity na nakikita natin?
I'm reaching out to the private sector. No, we are reaching out to private sector partner with us. No, help us to help you reduce the cost. No, help us to help the farmers here. No, walang ibang magtutulungan kundi private sectors. No, so we found an avenue whereby we can integrate the whole process. You know. And the only way for us to do this in a big scale, we need partners, no? And we have different products. We have different products na pwede namin ibaba na ang gaganda na kailangan matikman ng lahat, ano? And in a lower cost, no? But at the same time, yan ang makikinabang lahat ng farmers, no? Farmers. And if we can do it here, then I'm sure we can duplicate the process in any part of the Philippines. No? Kung saan merong nagsisimula iba-ibang klase ng produkto. And I think this will affect also yung end-to-end supply chain ng agricultural industry. And I'm reaching out sa farmers, talk to us. And hopefully we can serve you better.
Try to operate. This is not the time to make money, actually. This is the time to get together and survive. Simply because there are many people, especially daily wage earners, who rely on our day-to-day operation. Not so much on the profit. Just operate, break even, be able to provide jobs. Because that little contribution to the normalcy keeps the community order and calm, and we are able to avert social disorder. I think that's one of the key responsibilities and challenges now of every entrepreneur. I know, we're business people. We want to make profit, but the least of the contributions we can make, that's very essential, is to operate, break even at the least, so that we are able to contribute to the social order and calm.
Yeah, one thing that people need to know, especially the small businessman, is whenever there's an adversity, there's always an opportunity. While they are at home, okay, during these times that we have, I encourage everyone to stay at home, okay? Hindi pa nag-slow down yung COVID. Just stay at home. But while you're at home, you have to make it sure that you're upgrading yourself to become a better person. I encourage everyone to be a better version of who they are after this pandemic. There's a lot of trainings available online. There's a lot of educational programs. They have to develop, or they have to find out their core strengths and core competences. Learn technology. It doesn't matter whether you're young or old. Learn technology. Learn how to use technology for your advantage. Be sure, okay, that during these times of pandemic, you will learn and you will be a better version of who you are. And of course, believe that something great is about to happen to you, and believe in your creator. Believe that everything happens for a reason, and there will always be blessings out of this crisis and out of this opportunity. Just believe, and ang kasabihan nga namin, okay, sa Sante, itong challenges na to, lilipasin to. But yung learnings na natutunan natin dito will stay for life.
Tuloy-tuloy ang saya sa 2021 dahil hatid ng Net25 para sa inyo ang pinakabagong game show na talaga namang mapapakanta ka sa sarap. It's singing time na! Starting January 4, 2021, Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. Dito lang yan sa Net25.
Singing time!
So to our dear viewers, nga nagdinegosyo, you're trying to make ends meet or trying to expand or trying to make your business survive. At so don't worry. All the analysis na available out there are saying this is just temporary. And the good news is this is a natural pandemic. What is actually more dangerous is a structural crisis. Ano yung structural crisis? It was the crisis that was actually happened in 2009. And that crisis was actually brought about by the greed of people. So yung global recession, yung financial crisis, it was brought about by the greed of the people taking advantage of abusing smaller players. Kaya it took us more than 10 years to recover, and then magre-recover na yung world economy. Then the pandemic happened. But this kind of pandemic, ang consensus is yung mga pandemic na ganito, na natural disaster, is always temporary. So maximum na siguro yung 2 years. And in fact, last night I was actually listening to the news. So may recent report si IMF and saying their forecast of the global economy next year is not as bad as their forecast last June. So meaning there are already good signs that the economy globally is now about to recover. So they're already seeing signs. So they are revising their forecast towards better numbers. So from the part of the Philippine economy, so I mentioned, diba, population, emotion, and cash. And we have a lot of them. We're oozing with population. We have all these COVID babies about to be born. And then you have all these emotions being sustained by what's happening around us. So just be amazed and continue believing that we'll be all right. And of course, we have cash. We have the highest net additional income from abroad. Before, nagkaroon tayo ng scare. But in June, July, we've seen that OFW remittances, just like our spirit, is resilient. So nag-back to positive growth rates na rin yung ating OFW remittances, meaning even in the time of pandemic, the people, the world will not lay off as many Filipinos. They need Filipinos in their recoveries in their own countries. The Filipinos will be the last type of people who you will fire. So kasi because of our resilience in this time of trouble, nasa ibang bansa pa tayo at kumikita tayo ng mas malaki. So there's no point being fired, and therefore we have seen the sign that we are indeed resilient in terms of spirit and in terms of cash. So therefore, I still believe that the Philippine economy and the Filipinos are destined for global economic leadership. Even the Economist.com said that we will be one of the top countries who will survive this pandemic among all countries in the world. We're number 6 in terms of recovering from this pandemic because of the amount of people and cash that we have. Add to that emotion. And so, therefore, we pray together that our national government, including our Congress, be able to pass the national budget on time, because with that budget is the strong stimulus, the strong catalyst to make sure that these resources that we have, people, emotion, and cash, will be reactivated in terms of catalyzing our economic activity so that we can continue recovering as one. So, and with that, I pray that we will all recover from this challenge and crisis.
Well, definitely it's going to be a better normal for all of us, a safer year for all of us as well. So, you know, as I look back, parang panaginip yung 2019, parang panaginip, di ba? But then again, there will always be a reason why we are here today. And the fact that I'm talking to both of you right now is already a blessing. So ang sa akin, count your blessings, forget about the bad things, okay? You can filter that out and be more positive. So 2021 will be a very good year. And yes, I guess mag-continue pa rin talaga yung influencer marketing because in my experience, people listen to people like them. Diba? Kaya sa yung hindi maabot. So ngayon, very realistic with approach kasi ng social media marketing. So, yun, I guess it will continue.
Mm-hmm. Before we go to Troy, I'll ask you now, what are your tips to small businesses? Do you think they can, we know you, Miss Abigail, as someone who has this very, positive outlook in life. And, we've seen a lot of small businesses close shops, diba? There's a lot who, had, so much problems in terms of, cash flows, and there were a lot of small businesses who were also depressed because of the pandemic. So what's your advice in terms of this, outlook for 2021?
Problems will never go away. They just shift their shapes, nag-iiba lang ng anyo. Pero lagi naman tayong may problema. The thing is how you face the problems and how we learn from it. Yung mga problema natin, as we face them, see to it that we learn from them. So I know that it's so heartbreaking to see small business crush, but don't give up because there will always be, if nagsara yung pinto, if the doors will actually close, there will always be an open window. So you just have to open your eyes and find it. I'm very, very sure. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. Still be kind. There should be kindness in your heart. And you know what? Babalik yan. So even gano'ng kaliit yung window, silipin. There will always be a good hope in that.
Wow, that's a very good insight. Sir Troy, how do you see 2021 with your crystal ball?
I definitely see that this is the new normal. I know that things will become, I guess, or we will adapt and to more safety protocols and things like that. But as far as social media goes, it is definitely here to stay. I think with a lot of the small businesses out there, I would just want to tell you, yes, don't give up. And it doesn't take a big amount of money to start influencer marketing. Whether you have a service or you're selling a product, whether it be food or something like that, what you need to do, my advice is to go out there and look for someone that you think fits your market. Someone that would probably be interested in something you have or a service you have. If it's a car cleaning service, maybe they're always posting photos of their cars in their feed. So you can think, they might want to avail my service in exchange for post. It could be something like that. So it doesn't have to be like you're going to spend all this money and hire them to have 5 posts and I'm going to pay you, blah, blah, blah. It's nothing like that. You can try to offer maybe goods or service you have in exchange for their post. And, Aubrey and I have been more than welcome to also do this to small businesses because I know it is it's hard right now. So when I get a DM or a message and it comes in saying, I noticed that you guys love having cookies with your coffee. I'd love to send you some cookies and hopefully maybe you might give me a share and I'd really appreciate it. And I appreciate that. And then when you get them and someone's hard work, they thought of you, they spent time, and that is out of their pocket to send you their box of cookies. And I think nowadays, we all need to help each other out a little bit. So definitely for small businesses, look to influencers, whether it be a celebrity or micro marketing. Look at other people around because it's word of mouth. It doesn't have to be someone with thousands and thousands of followers. Just give them a little message and see what you get, see what the response you get. And you never know what's going to happen. It could totally turn your business around. Some people that have sent me things, I've looked at their followers And I have to say that after we post something, you go back and they get, all of a sudden they have 100 plus 200 more followers. And so you're thinking, I think that was money well spent on their side. So it could definitely happen for you. So don't be afraid. Just go out there and try it and see what happens.
So sa mga SMEs po natin na nandyan ngayon, ang what we always say, control your business, because really it is only you that can make or break your own business. And we say that reboot now. We have to start now, And there are many ways of improving or expanding your business. Sabi nga ho nila, ngayon daw with the digital age, we are promoting omni-channel, multi-channel. So not only do you have your brick and mortar, you need to have your website, you will be accessible by mobile, you have your internet. So yun po yung nakikita natin na it's not a question of one or the other. It's a question of all, whatever it is that you can learn, and make your customer the center of your business. No? So customer centric po. There are many tips that can be shared. We have plenty of resources. Please, you have choices. Kung kayo po ay Facebook lover, just go to our site. Facebook at DTI e-commerce. Kung kayo po naman ay nag-YouTube, punta ho kayo sa DTI YouTube channel. At kung kayo naman po ay mahilig lang tumingin sa mga websites, please do visit us. It is at ecommerce.dti.gov.ph. So, we are everywhere in all of the channels. At kung gusto naman ninyo, pwede lang po kayo mag-email sa amin at ecommerce@dti.gov.ph. Madali lang ho siyang tandaan. It's all about e-commerce and DTI. And makakaasa ho kayo that we will be here to support you and to pave the way for you kung ano po yung inyong mga kailangan.
Kumanta, sumaya tayong lahat. Saya-saya.
Open for Business is back, and the term of the week is from sba.theheart4.com. Our term of the week is strategic planning. Strategic planning is the process of documenting and establishing a direction of your small business by assessing both where you are and where you're going. The strategic plan gives you a place to record your mission, vision, and values, as well as your long-term goals and the action plans you'll use to reach them. A well-written strategic plan can play a pivotal role in your small business's growth and success, because it tells you and your employees how best to respond to opportunities and challenges. And our word of the week is from Brad Paisley. He said, "Tomorrow is the first blank page of a 365-page book. Write a good one." Thank you for watching Open for Business. Join us again in the next episodes of Open for Business for more insights from CEOs, thought leaders, industry experts, and SMEs promoting business development in the Philippines. See you again every Saturday and Sunday here in Open for Business, where we discuss business information, deliver the latest business news to keep you informed and open for business, and be ahead of the curve from vision to action. You're on Facebook Live on Eagle News and Net25 TV, and you can watch us again in the video section of the Eagle News and Net25 Facebook pages and on eaglenewslive.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Net25. Thank you again for watching. For Open for Business, this is Cesar Vallejos. We live in interesting times. And from Open for Business, Happy New Year! Happy New Year to everyone!